It's been an interesting day out in Berea. News came out very early this morning. Deshaun Watson, his season is over due to a shoulder injury. Andrew Berry addressed that.
Deshaun, he sustained a new injury in the second quarter of the Baltimore game this past Sunday. A fracture in his throwing shoulder that's going to require season-ending surgery. The good news is, we expect the surgery to go well, and for him to be ready for the start of the 2024 season.
Is it true that that Deshaun was fighting to try to play through this even after he found out what he had, and that he wanted to finish out this season?
That is true, Mary Kay. Deshaun he's very competitive, and I think there is like a natural element of like, well, I finished the game, like can I keep going? But part of our jobs, and primarily part of the doc's jobs, is to make sure that we don't put any player in a position where they're compromised. Just the reality of it, this injury in a thrower, and with the repetitiveness of throwing a football, a couple hundred times a week, realistically, it could create significantly more problems for the shoulder and make the injury that much more severe. So this was a pretty clear, medical recommendation. We feel good about it, and ultimately, like I said, we want Deshaun for a very long period of time, and that's the course of action we're going to take.
With that, let's welcome in Brad Spielberger, Pro Football Focus. Brad, you look at it, and it's devastating as far as winning the AFC North and potentially being one of the top seeds in the AFC.
It is, because you probably just won the hardest game on your entire schedule, at Baltimore, especially in the division itself, not only just across the entire conference and across your entire schedule. So it is sitting in a good position at 6-3. Deshaun goes 14 for 14 in that second half and plays probably the best half of football he's played in a Browns uniform outside of maybe, a pretty good game at Tennessee. So yeah, it's really tough, but I think you can't let it get you too down. The schedule the rest of the way is not that difficult. So maybe it limits the ceiling how far you can go in the playoffs, but this team still can make the playoffs.